Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Making an Impact with Zebu Nation, and this is a very special Champions League edition. 2020 North American Champions League is underway, and here we are, Montreal Impact. We are in the quarterfinals versus the exotic and mysterious team of Philadelphia. That's right, the Philadelphia Union, a team we're actually very familiar with. You know, we didn't get to play any interesting teams this year in Champions League. You know, maybe next round we'll get to play a Mexican team, but that's about as exotic as we're going to get. Nobody from elsewhere on the continent, unfortunately. But like I said, we are very familiar with Philadelphia. We beat them 3 times last season. We scored a lot of goals against this team last season. I mean, they scored a fair amount of goals against us too, so it should be, you know, a pretty good offensive display if the teams play similar to how they did last year. Philadelphia last year finished 7th in the league. How they made the Champions League is anybody's guess. They probably won the U.S. Cup. So we can take a look here. U.S. Cup. Lifted the U.S. Cup after beating Atlanta in 2019. So that's how they made it to the U.S. Cup, was last season. So good for them. But anyway, this season, take a look at their senior squad. They got Vermeer again in goal, who is theoretically a good player, but I don't know about that. They got a couple of unregistered players, Heinz Eek and Chris Kloot, who cannot play in the Champions League. Other than that, they got a guy we should be familiar with. Sapong is still there. Anybody else? Doesn't look like they've got their starting lineup in at the moment. They still have Caldwell. Picot is injured. Chanot is injured. Bedoya is injured. They are David Akam injured. So they're going to be a little bit under the gun here against us. They're missing a lot of players. 6 players in total if you count the unregistered guys. So we might have a bit of an easy path versus Philadelphia. So let's go. We're going to go with the 4-2-4. We scored a ton of goals with this last season, so might as well do it again. Let's go to the process. They still got, you know, a couple of hours before the game starts, so maybe some of those guys could be healthy. They might play some of their injured guys. The computer loves doing that. They love throwing in those injured guys and making them play a full 90 minutes. So we'll see how that works out for them. I guess we should have taken a look at Philadelphia's roster in total, see how many guys they had. It looked like they had a pretty full roster, so I think their woes from last season's roster difficulties are behind them. Let's go back to the Champions League. Oh, there's Philadelphia right there. Philadelphia, check out their registration. Oh, yeah, they got 25 guys for the Champions League registered, 28 guys for MLS, so good for them. They beefed up their roster. Look at all these free players they picked up in the offseason. Several draft picks. So, you know, they did a good job of restocking their roster. Good job, Philadelphia. No more having to play the whole season with 17 guys on the team. Let's take a look at it. Lyon versus LA Galaxy coming up next at the same time as Montreal and Philadelphia. So it should be interesting. We're scouting these games for whatever reason. Major League Soccer, San Jose beat up on Columbus Crew. Look at that. FC Dallas beat Seattle, so FC Dallas is looking to have a comeback this season. And here we go. We got pretty much the same team that we put out versus Columbus. I don't see a reason to change it. I mean, they were pretty good against Columbus, so we're going to keep the same thing. We had a fully rotated side in our last MLS game, so we might as well, you know, take advantage of that. So it looks like they do have Vermeer in goal. Perez, Nikali, a lot of yellow cards going on here. Yarrow is their best rated player. 7.6. Central defender, 26-year-old from Ghana. Looks pretty okay. I mean, all right. He's nothing to get too excited about. But anyway, Chanot, Bedoya, Caldwell, Sapong. Yeah, they do have, they've got a lot of missing guys, whereas we're pretty much full strength. Lutweiler in goal, Taylor and Salmon at the fullbacks, Bruno and Giguere at central defense, Piet and Andre in the midfield, Petrasso, Mane back from his injury. We're going to start him on the right-hand side. We got Romero on the bench just in case we need him. Jackson Amell, Kyle Larin up top. Let's go. Set up position instructions. I don't know much about Jack McBean, 25-year-old Scottish player. He's okay. Looks like a target man sort of dude. 13 heading, 14 jumping reach, so we'll have to keep an eye out on him. Other than that, I don't know a lot about these guys. No, not never, always. We'll close down on who we normally close down on. Doesn't look like their fullbacks are going to get forward. So we'll see. We'll start with this and see where it goes. Pep talk. We're the favorites here. We're the favorites for reasons. Go out and make sure there's no doubt as to why. There we go. Dominate. Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3, dominate. Let's go. Here we are at home again for the first leg. Not quite as many fans. Well, no, I take that back. It's a full house. It's a full house for the Champions League. That's good, even though it's pouring rain. Chanot's got a bit of an injury on the back line. Bedoya, likewise, still has an injury. There's no Quali. There's that man, McBean. We were just talking about him. He gets the first goal of the game with the header on the set piece. We didn't mark him very tightly. Now, heading is a bit of our issue. It's up to Bruno to stop these. Bruno and Taylor, really. They're the only ones with the real size to make a difference on the back line in terms of headers, but neither of them were there, apparently. We're down 1-0. Here's Petrasso now on the attack. Can't get it forward to Kyle Larin. Andre's going to track it down now. He's going to pump it forward. There's Petrasso again. Petrasso back post for Kyle Larin. The header is on goal, but Vermeer makes an easy stop. So we're getting forward against Philadelphia. That's good. This is par for the course against Philadelphia. Lots of goals, lots of early goals. Here's Petrasso with a free kick. Sends one in. Jackson Amell. Ooh, just wide. Just wide. Meanwhile, on the other screen, we got Man City beating Swansea 3-0. So that's not too exciting. All right, 15 minutes. Philadelphia is probably going to take their 1-0 and go home. They'd certainly like to. They're getting a lot of fouls. Here's Petrasso. His free kick goes off the wall. But they did get an away goal, so they're already one up in terms of where Columbus Crew was against us. Piet with a long shot. Don't necessarily need that. As I mentioned before, Piet has gone crazy this season with the long shots. I don't know why. He's a ball-winning midfielder. I didn't think ball-winning midfielders were supposed to take all those shots, but I guess so. I don't think he's scored on one yet. Maybe he has. But he's definitely taken a lot. Okay, so instead of waiting to halftime, let's do what we do normally. Retain possession, work the ball in the box, and see if that changes things for the last 15 minutes. Any other analysis? Yeah, retain possession, midfield, more direct passing. That's interesting. We'll do the opposite of that and see what we need to do at halftime. At halftime, see if we need to go more direct, we will. But if not, we'll hold on to the ball. Here's Petrasso. We'll work it forward to Andre. Back to Petrasso, making a run down the left. Cutting inside as he does. Andre looking forward. No, out wide to Mane. Mane around his man, chips it to Jackson Amell. Oof. Vermeer is tired of my slander. Tired of me saying that he's not a good goalkeeper. He's gonna try to win this one for Philadelphia. We'll see. He's made some good stops so far. Kyle Laren gets the ball stolen, but Mane's there to pick it up. Kyle Laren around, sends one in himself. Oh boy. Philadelphia almost scored on themselves. Macaulay. Oh, Taylor's got an injury. Bruised shin. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. You just walk it off. Rub some dirt on it. He'll be fine. He'll be fine by halftime. We'll keep him in. You know, he might limp around a little bit, but he's already getting better. He's already back up almost to 70%. He's not playing particularly well, though. 6.3 rating is no good. He only got back to 69% at halftime. We'll keep an eye on Taylor. So, tactics. We'll try the more direct passing. I don't know about that, but we'll give it a try. We haven't had to get desperate in a while. Maybe it's because all the rain. I mean, look at the rain just pouring down. That is terrible. You know, it's good for Philadelphia because they got that first goal and they can just sit back and do nothing. But we've got to go forward. And the pep talk over to our assistant for some reason. Tactics, I think will stay the same other than that one change we made. I don't think we'll move Taylor just yet. We got Giglio on the bench who we could bring in should we need it. You know, maybe at the 60-minute point. But until then, we'll stick with what we got. Jaguar to Salmon, up to Andre. We might move our fullbacks forward as well. At least we'll move Salmon forward, maybe. Andre gets it forward to Kyle Laren. Back to Piet. See what Piet's going to do with it. Tries to get it out wide to Petrasso. No good. I think we should test Macaulay and see what he's all about. Only 8 jumping reach. If we could get him one-on-one with Jackson Amell, that would be a pretty good idea. Here's Salmon with throwing, gets it to Kyle Laren, back to Salmon. He centers it to Piet. Piet looking around for some support. He has to drop it all the way back to central defense. Jaguar bombs it to Laren. Mane, Piet. Is he going to shoot that? No. He's going to get it forward. Good. McBean trying to start the counterattack. Out wide to Sapong. Terrible pass. Terrible reception. Jackson Amell to Petrasso. Petrasso sends it forward to Kyle Laren. We're working it. Let's go, boys. Piet with a dangerous pass to Andre. Andre around one man. Back post Jackson Amell. There's the tying goal. Great play by the box-to-box midfielder. Great pass by, was that Petrasso or Piet who made that pass? I think it was Petrasso. No, it was Piet with the very nice pass. Andre getting forward, box to box. Great pass to Jackson Amell. And we tie it up. Good game, boys. 53 minutes in. Taylor has got back up to 74%. Got a 6.4 rating, though. All right, here we go. Philadelphia trying to get forward again. Oh, boy. Good stop by Leutwiler. That was some pinball action there in the middle of the field. It bounced around. Sapong's not looking good. Here's Petrasso with a free kick. Almost bends it upper corner. Just missed. They've taken out Bedoya. They're going to have to take out Sapong. He is falling apart right now. 58%. Adeyemi at 60%. There goes Sapong. Brought in Gonzalez for him. Chanot is injured still. Taylor's got himself back to a 6.7 rating, so he's playing much better second half. Here's McBean trying to get forward. Going against Jaguar. It's no good there. Jaguar playing, he's ranging pretty wide from his central defense, but that's okay. Andre's going to get it forward to Jackson Amell. looking around for some support. Easy. Philadelphia's not putting much pressure on us right now. Andre to Kyle Larin. Kyle Larin forward to Jackson Amell. Petrasso on the deflection. What a goal. Does that count? No. Offside. That was a heck of a goal, though. Gotta give it to him. But anyway, 65 minutes down now. Philadelphia's made their third substitution. There's Piet to Taylor, who's playing well despite the injury. He bombs it forward. Jackson Amell wins the header down to Petrasso. Centers to Andre. He's going to get the attack moving. Gets it forward to Kyle Larin. Out wide, Mane is going to use that speed to catch up to it. Interesting cross. Kyle Larin gets a head on it, but Mane could have slowed that down a little bit, I think. Taking one more touch before he crossed that in. Taylor settles things down for Salmon. Back on the attack with Mane. He's going to look to get it forward. Nope. Going to drop it back to Piet. Philadelphia's playing a little bit tighter defense right now, but we're still able to move it around okay. Petrasso sends it in for Kyle Larin. He gets the header on it. We got some guys looking nervous, so let's tell everybody calm down. Bruno wins the header, gets it forward. Kyle Larin's going to track it down. Philadelphia's got a lot of guys back, but they look a little discombobulated. Mane recovers. Andre out wide. Mane makes the run. He's around one man, crosses it in. Petrasso can't get his head on it. Piet is there. He takes the shot, of course. Of course. All right, 69 minutes. Tell everybody to calm down. All right. Salmon's not looking too good, but we're gonna send him forward on support. Likewise, I think we'll bring in Giglio and do the same thing. Send him in on support so we get our fullbacks moving forward a little bit more. Other than that, there's not much we could do. I mean, our defense looks like they're playing pretty poorly, but so far we've only given up one goal, and they seem to be playing okay to me. Anyway, here's Kyle Larin trying to get forward. Piet recovers. Andre. Let's go. Gets it to Jackson Amell. Great pass to Kyle Larin. He's open. Bad shot. I don't know what is up with Kyle Larin right now. Could we sub out Kyle Larin? That would be weird. There's Bruno with the great header, but Vermeer with equally good stop. Petrasso again. Bruno can't get to it this time. Neither can Andre. Kyle Larin just pumps it back into the box. Let's take it down a notch, boys. Take it down a notch. Kyle Larin. Mane around one man. Off the post. Slide tackle. Corner kick. We're putting all kinds of pressure on these boys right now. 74 minutes. Petrasso sends it in. Bruno with another header. Vermeer sort of falling all over himself, but he makes the save. Jackson Amell playing good. Petrasso playing well. Mane, not so much. Kyle Larin, not so much. 82 minutes and counting. Gonzalez tries to send it deep, but Giglio is there. Bruno bombs it forward for Petrasso. Petrasso, he's got Kyle Larin making a run. There he is. Okay. I mean, this goes against conventional wisdom for sure. Oh, we've got Dupuis on the bench. I thought we had our other striker on the bench, but we do not. Because it's so rare that we take out Kyle Larin. So I guess the move we'll make here, if any, Mane's looking nervous. Gonna bring in Romero. See if he can make a play. Bring in the captain off the bench. See if he can come in and be the hero. save our third sub. I mean, Jackson Amel's a little tired, but he's at 7.5 rating, so we're going to keep him in there. 89 minutes now. Philadelphia looks to be slow playing it a little bit. That was a terrible pass. I don't know what that was. Salmon boots it forward. Can't get it to Kyle Laren, but there's Romero. Great play. Great pass forward to Kyle Laren. Can he get it into the box? Jackson Amel's double covered, but it doesn't matter. He's too good. He gets the goal. Good man. Celebrating right in front of their goal. Get out of here. So again, there's Romero making the veteran play. Just gets it forward, anticipating Kyle Laren's movement into space. And then Laren to Jackson, just with that great rapport those two have. Get the go-ahead goal. 4 minutes to go. Piet now looking calm. That's good. We got all of our nervous boys out of there. And here we go. 1 minute left in stoppage time. Philadelphia trying to get it forward. Piet wins it. Good man. Jaguar bangs it ahead to Petrasso. Petrasso cuts inside, then scoops it back outside. That was an interesting idea to get the ball into space, but nobody was there, really. So here is Philadelphia on the counterattack. McBean gets it forward to Sharpley, whoever that may be. His pass deflected by Giglio. Good Philadelphia crowd in the supporter section here. The visitor section, I mean. Bruno, excuse me, Bruno's going to head it out. Andre gets it forward. Jackson Amel in a foot race. He is tackled. To Vermeer. And there it is. So not quite as smooth as in the first round versus Columbus. But still, we get the 2-1 victory. That's good going into the second round. Let's take a look at the dressing room here. Who played particularly well? Piet and Andre played very well in the midfield. Those two guys working well in a partnership together. Petrasso, 8.8 in the second half. Very good. Kyle Laren, 7.1. Jackson Amel, 8.8. So we upped our game in the second half. That's really what I try to do with this team, is just, you know, see how things are going in the first half and then kick it up a notch in the second half. So that was very good. Pep talk. Well done, guys. Good win. Let's go. All right, so we got a game versus NYFC next. I'll probably skip past that one, even though they are one of the top teams in the league. But we're going to play a fully rotated side again, so I don't know if there's any need to show that. And then we'll come back for the second leg of the Champions League against who we just played, Philadelphia. I'm blanking out. All right, yeah, that's the sign that it's time to end the video. So, until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.